Hi everyone, this is the Canny Couple and I'm Julia, and today I want to show you how we're cooking in our temporary kitchen. But before I get started, please make sure you hit the like button. We would really appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel. So right now you've probably heard us mention that we are getting ready to go through a house remodel, so I don't have a kitchen. So this is my kitchen. um so right now we're working in a very small space. We don't have a lot of room. I do not have a way to really wash dishes, so I'm having to think that through. I don't have a way to like have an oven or anything like that. So we have a crock pot and a microwave. And we want to share this because if you're living in a very small space, even a one room area, you do not have a kitchen, you can still cook for yourself and save yourself money. You do not have to go out to eat every day. You do not have to rely strictly on convenience items. Yes, you are going to see convenience foods here, but we are still cooking even though we are using some more convenience pieces. Now, please know this is not the way we like to eat every day. We are living in 2.5 rooms of our home right now because of the remodel. Because of that, there are certain things I don't deal with. I'm not dealing with raw meat back here because I don't want us to get salmonella or E. coli or anything else or food poisoning. So we're trying to be very careful on all of these things. I also don't have a way to really wash a lot of dishes. I have a small bathroom sink, and unfortunately my crock pot will not fit in that. So my first tip is get crock pot liner bags. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive, but the amount of time they're going to save you in these sorts of situations is insane. I can tell you we've been doing this for over a month now, and I don't know what I would have done without these things. So I'm actually going to show you how I'm going to make chicken Alfredo for the week. So for breakfast, what we're doing this week, we're doing bagels and cream cheese because it's a very easy thing. I have a small refrigerator in our basement, a really little one. So if you have room for a little refrigerator, it's another great option. We are also going to be having sandwiches for lunch, and then we have something really good and hearty for dinner. So what we have done here is, here's my chicken, and I actually got this on sale. I was going to use canned chicken, and you can, and it'll save you a little bit of money, but because the rotisserie chickens were on sale, so they're already cooked, I would decided to go that route this week. So we're just going to throw everything in here. And I will fair warn you, I don't have measurements. This is a whole chicken. I just pulled it off the bone as much as I could. Normally I would save it for stock and things of that nature, but because of our current situation, that really wasn't an option. I'm also taking about 16 ounces of carrots. These are matchstick carrots we got for the baby so she can have some more vegetables. So we took our carrots and put those in there. And then I have a pack of broccoli. And I'm probably only going to use half of this broccoli. And then we'll put the rest in the freezer for another meal. Broccoli has gotten crazy expensive for us. This bag was $3, which is nuts. Okay. So I'll fix that, get that in the freezer. And then we're going to add some more frozen veggies. So these veggies are actually what I got from Azure Standard. This was our last little bit that we had. And I'm going to throw a good portion of those in here. Okay. And then what we are doing, instead of doing pasta, I actually decided to go strictly with gnocchi on this one. The reason why is pasta can get a little, it breaks down a lot in the crock pot. You could cook it in the crock pot. We have done it, but I am actually investing in a pasta maker for the microwave. But this will work out just fine for us. For this meal, I think it's going to actually taste really good because we're doing Alfredo. And I'm a very big fan of just dump it and go meals. You're going to see this as you watch it more and more. We like simplicity, and I like meals to last me a whole week. That's really my goal. Get me 5 days, and if I can get more out of it, that's great. But 5 days is really my goal with a dinner. that looks like it's good. And we might end up adding another one in here. We'll see as it cooks down and breaks more. Okay, and then I'm going to add my Alfredo sauce. And this meal, I'd estimated it cost us probably around $15. So it's a little over, if I get it to go 6 meals, that's a little bit over $1 a day for Erin and I. And the baby, she just eats off of our plates. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to add some water to this. And if you give me just a few minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, so I've added water to my jars, and I'm just going to shake these up to get as much out. Now, you can add milk, and if it's in your budget, I would definitely do that. For us, milk is super expensive, and right now we are just getting it for the baby. Her milk has actually went up. It's went up like 20-30 cents here in the last little bit just for her. So we actually do not use a lot of milk for us. And water does fine. You can use water. It will not hurt it. It's not going to change your taste. It might not be as creamy, but the longer this cooks, the better it's going to taste. And I want to shake these up just a little bit more. And the other thing is you have to be really careful when you're working in a small space. You want to have as little mess as possible. Okay, that is that. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a spoon here and we'll get everything stirred up and we are almost done and seasoned. Of course, you have to add seasoning. You could tell this is going to be a really good, really creamy and hearty meal for us. That's really important when you're in this kind of a situation. You want food that tastes good, and that was something I was really struggling with the first few weeks. I made food that tasted okay, but it wasn't what we're used to. We cook a lot of food. We have a lot of really good food, healthier food, and we're not really stuck by what I can cook in a crock pot because I'll just cook whatever we want. And I will say, if you have not tried Redmond's real salt, it is worth the investment. It is one of the best tasting salts ever. Your food will taste 100 times better. And I'm going to add some Italian seasoning because it is always good and these sorts of things. Another thing you're going to notice about us is we season our food really heavily. Erin does not like flavorless food. If it doesn't have flavor in it, he won't eat it. So I have learned that I have to really add a lot of flavor to mine, a lot of layers of flavor, and he's a much happier person. Okay, well, that is all we have to do here, and after it cooks for a couple of hours and it gets done, we'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's been about 4 hours and our gnocchi has finished cooking, our Alfredo gnocchi, and as you can see, I did add some cheese here. So we added some mozzarella cheese I had gotten on clearance, but it looks really good. So I could say overall, this, like I said, this dish probably cost us around $15 to make, and it's a good hearty meal that's going to last us throughout the whole week. So it gives me a break. I don't have to worry about food. And also, I could tell you, using my Crock-Pot has probably been one of the best cost-saving things I've done in the past couple of weeks. We can tell by looking at our bill how much we have been saving using the Crock-Pot versus using our actual oven. Because before our bills were a lot higher, and even with our increase, we're seeing that our bill's really not going up. And the only reason that could possibly be is that we're not using the oven, we're not using those those normal forms of electricity that we were using before. So as always, you can catch our other content on our link tree. And thank you for joining us on the Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life. Have a wonderful day.